Guild Expedition Oceanic Future Part 3 in Forge of Empires. The remaining platforms of the Oceanic Future are dominated by artillery. On one platform, I pick a unit from the previous era, the Arctic Future. Platform 9, Wave 1. One of the best units of the Oceanic Future is the Turturret. Knowing that, it might sound strange that I decide for an artillery unit from the Arctic Future, but it has a special ability to ignore stealth. The Oceanic Futures unit with that ability is the C.R.A.B Mech, but it is nearly impossible to succeed on this platform with it unless you had an Arctic Orangery on level 60 or above. As usual, in the beginning I hide the eels in the bushes. I then concentrate the artillery fire on the C.R.A.B Mechs, as these would ignore the eel stealth mode. The artillery has to keep the maximum distance to the targets. Starting with the second turn, the eels no longer have to use their stealth ability and can use forests instead to maximize their attack strength. The opponent will always prefer to attack the artillery. I never complete Wave 1 without losses. You would need more than 150% defense bonus to recognize this encounter to be much easier, but I am far away from that. Wave 2 reveals the reason for the team's setup. The plasma artillery can hit the opponent's hidden eels, and our eels can hit flying units. The idea behind this is to hit all eels at least once with the artillery to avoid retaliation damage. If the second hit is delivered by eels and enough to destroy the target, this is a huge advantage. If our eels are hidden in bushes always, they can deal retaliation damage. This is a scenario you should focus on, even if you will not be able to achieve that by 100%. It is bad if you need more than 2 hits for one target. Therefore, I recommend to use an attack boost from the tavern and another one from the inventory. Maximizing the attack strength can make the difference between an unlucky loss and a great win. On this platform, you should always expect many lost units. Most people say that this is the most difficult platform of the Guild Expedition in the Oceanic Future. Platform 10, Wave 1. This is made for Turturrets. The number of rogues matches the number of medusas. In case the opponent would use a glider instead of an eel, you will need 1 eel per glider in your team, as the artillery cannot target flying units. We have to give highest priority to the opponent's Turturrets. If the computer uses so much artillery, it will not move the other units far in the first turn. You can be sure that due to this, eels will not be hidden after their first move. Eliminate these first, because artillery cannot win against so many eels. Players who dislike that should consider a combination of eels and Turturrets, but it will not be easier then. Unfortunately, you will not be able to avoid the damage dealt by the medusas. In Wave 2, again, the opponent's Turturrets have to be eliminated first. Their hits would be too heavy. Then there is no specific order anymore. Something always survives the second turn and can hit again, but this is absolutely acceptable as the video shows. Platform 11, Wave 1. Using artillery against Wave 1 of Platform 11 is against all tactic rules. Our opponent only has ranged units, and these have a significant bonus against artillery. The advantage of ignoring these facts and using artillery here is that you can avoid the retaliation damage and take advantage of the fact that the computer will always place the units close to each other. This makes the decision acceptable for wave 1, but not ideal. When choosing a target, I don't care if it is a glider or a nautilus. It is important that the target has as many neighbors as possible, as these get hit as well. This reduces the opponent's units quickly. If an opponent hits us, we suffer from significant damage. The second wave then is best for our team. We first eliminate the opponent's turturets. All other units are so slow that we still have the second turn to take care of these. The battle against the second wave is absolutely simple. It is not a problem that we started with an incomplete team into this wave. This is the perfect opponent for our turturets, as these can benefit from their great bonuses. Platform 12, Wave 1. Platform 12 is another great opportunity for turturets. I use as many rogues as the opponent uses medusas. I first concentrate on the opponent's turturets, as these have to be eliminated before they can hit. Afterwards, I target the medusas. This is simple, although we cannot avoid to lose one unit against wave 1. The second wave is even easier. The best targets are those units standing close to many other units, as the turturets hit most units that way. I ignore that the opponent might get a bonus if the hero might get killed early. Even the Medusa is allowed to hit a second time, as there are still rogues left. The battle on the second last big platform ends without further lost units. From now on, the remaining part of the guild expedition is much easier than people might expect. All difficult platforms have already been completed, so do not expect too much excitement in the fourth part of this little video series.